You take the legal documents out of the envelope. With a
Yes.
confident flourish, you complete your forgery.
So close.
What do you see on the signature line?
2 names, Isabel Zadie and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures, but they're not, and the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over. All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore.
Well, that went well. We'll do that in a bit. First off, though, where on earth was Lily? I don't remember. I know she was inside some house, but which one? By the way, who are you again?
Our tenant,
The
the
washerwoman.
policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
The lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh. Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
The Fallen Windbreaker. That looks cool. Pain threshold and half light, but -2 drama. Is that a shirt? No, it's a jacket, isn't it? Conceptualization. Yeah, but we need conceptualization right now. Well, we don't need it right now. We'll need it soon. Boys?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicked.
Nothing interesting from the boys. Is that where Lily is? I think so. There we go. Oh.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
What are you talking about?
Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
You're not going to be fooled again. You're going to stand here calmly and observe this non-phasmid until you see what it really is.
Fine. It's not a phasmid. It's not even organic. Just a fire iron resting by the fireplace. But where's your sense of wonder, man?
Forget about the phasmid. Fire iron. Lily,
Hello, mister.
the net picker's daughter, waves at you. Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
She slowly processes the word, then snickers with laughter. I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
That sounds like they've been taken away.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid.
She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last 2 words carefully.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Thank you, Lily.
Bye.
Goodbye. We'll probably never talk to you again, I imagine, but thank you for your cooperation. We will now ruin your sandcastle. Where is it exactly? Here it is.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Pretty good. We're gonna catch them all. Anything new on... there's probably nothing new on the church front. But I'm gonna... where exactly was... Wait, what about this? Someone put 30 cents in there. That's alright. Oh no, that was just... God, I'm in the same situation again. Where the hell is that? What I'm looking for. It was definitely after the church. Was there... Oh yeah, there was something more on this side, wasn't there? Oh yeah, up here and through the... Okay, yes. God, I hate this area. Just for getting lost in it. Alright. Actually, we need to get down. And now we're there. Have we caught the phasmid?
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
Well, that's disappointing. Do we still have a task for that, by the way? I don't think so. Alright. Well, there will not be a phasmid then. Let's go back. Just go to the church and then we can teleport. Are we close enough here? Yes. Martinez. What did I want to do specifically? I've already forgotten. Oh yeah, this the mailing. Here you go. In the little mailbox.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Yes! Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Alright. We will do that. Actually, Alice. How about now? I mean, I know it's still the same day.
You see
and
a
all,
set
but...
of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57? Yes.
Oh,
It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
yes, I'm ready.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
Shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Cortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09.
The neonatal care unit. His birthplace, I suppose.
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm.
Oh.
He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
I like the survived, apparently. Okay.
This is what the ICT knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict.
So he served for 15 years.
Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
I'll take the info.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So all we have to connect him to Krenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
She sounds pleased.
A compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Not bad.
Well, we have his name and service record now.
A name. This is very good. Elise Cortenard.
He says to himself.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Why don't we talk to Sylvie again? We haven't talked to her in like 30 episodes.
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello?
You recognize her voice. Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Nothing, actually.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with? 57.
All
In
right.
the cabin, you see
Can't hurt to check if there's anything new. We haven't talked to you in a while, have we?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Yep.
What's up?
Nothing. As long as you don't have anything to say to me, I don't really have anything to say to you, to be honest. Are there any new people I can interact with here? What about this cabin? Is there anything new I can do with it?
a lorry stuck in the
No. Okay. Well, I'll just have a quick talk with you.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
No, that all seems a bit dangerous to me, so we'll ignore him. Leave the deadly mercenary alone. Let's go talk to Everard. I would hope that there's a way to fast travel out of his office. I'm gonna check. I'd be surprised if there was, but, you know. First of all, I have to get to his office again. Don't suppose my conceptualization is high enough at this point, is it? Well, I can increase it further if I wanted to. Oh. Well, that text disappeared into the middle of nowhere very quickly. It would increase my chance probably to like 70%. Do I want to go for that already? You know what? Yes, because I don't want to waste more points on it. If it doesn't work with 70%, then it doesn't work. I'm fine with that. And I hope we can still use conceptualization somewhere else.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
83.
What
Come
can
on.
I do for you?
Come on.
deploying
There we
high
go.
concept buzzword generator. All systems functional. Ready to engage in 3, 2, 1. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovative, and focus on what matters most. The children.
You should invest in a youth center. Preferably not the one that's going to ruin the fisherman shacks.
A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center?
A place to train buff kids. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear.
One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families.
Brilliant. Without children, who'll be there to buy stuff in the future?
Yes, and if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm.
When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this?
Highly educated, work-ready, human capital ready to be directed toward any number of your vast interests.
You're deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work.
Very impressive. You've got a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities.
I know.
I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? Here's the round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground.
Thank you for placing your unwavering trust in me.
Remember, it's not a handout. It's an investment, and I expect to see returns.
Oh, you'll see returns. It might not be me who'll return, though.
The lieutenant stands there, dumbfounded. His mouth opens slightly, then closes again. Is he having a stroke?
Him? You having a stroke?
No, I'm not having a stroke. You're just still full of surprises. Most of them bad, but some good.
The lieutenant has granted you an aura of legitimacy. Bathe in it, but don't let your satisfaction show. Play it cool.
Now, was there anything else I could help you gentlemen with?
No, thank you. I'll take the 100 real and I will never see you again. Bye-bye. That was worth it. We've got 150 something real now. 158.85. I still have no idea what I'm going to do with the money, to be honest, but we'll figure something out. Alright, let's go to Everett. I hope this is I mean, we've got plenty of save points anyway, but I hope this game lets you continue in Rivershore just for a bit after you've completed it. Just to spend some money, do some dumb shit. Maybe solve some puzzles or some side quests you haven't gotten around to yet.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everett Clare do for you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and I feel I can finally trust you now.
We'll see how long that hold up.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
See? Forging that signature really paid off.
It really did.
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
Very large.
So the village is doomed.
The lieutenant says grimly.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
And then there will be a giant statue of him, towering above it all.
Wait, but will you erect a statue to yourself?
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
You would look nice as a statue.
I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
Did you order the hanged man killed?
Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you ever heard what 2 giant Sorays hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
I have heard that somewhere before, actually.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
Alright. Who killed the hanged man?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
How do you know it's a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol. And they're all well motivated, at least the ones you've seen.
Are you going to fund your new independent harbour?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
What kinds of bold, new, exotic revenue streams are we talking about?
Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. I mean, heck, this one has you and the lieutenant, me, and my novelty swordfish clock.
Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again. You should definitely come back here and ask again if you learn more about the Union's dealings. There's something he's not telling you.
Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Oh, is it the old woman who's like brooming her floor like next to Joyce in those apartment buildings? Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore.
God damn it,
You're
Everett.
gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Okay.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly, there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Few more questions about the harbor.
I'm always happy to
No.
educate. Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
Remember the container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega rich lightbending guy inside.
Mega rich lightbending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He must have been in the container when someone accidentally closed the door.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich lightbending guys.
Kim, tell him he was there.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
Kim, you're supposed to back me up.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbour, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
Yes, the transportation of the mega rich should be more tightly regulated. Didn't seem like he was safe.
You're a fucking idiot, Harry. I love it. Thank you for sharing this deep, idiotic part of yourself with me. A hallucinating market liberal. I love it. So poetic. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Well, that's his problem then. And we'll leave him with that. Alright. We've got a bit more time. We've got 1 hour and 3 minutes until we've got our meeting at the Fisher Market town. What do we do in the meantime? Let's look at our task list. We can confront Klasia. I think that's what we'll do. Oops. Can I teleport from here? No, of course not. Why would I ever be able to do that? But at least I remembered to zoom out. Kim's actually running ahead of me. That's interesting. Kim, I'm the one who's supposed to be leading us. There we go. That's better. Let me actually quickly look at whether we've got any new white checks that have opened up. How many? Box of sunglasses we can do again. We can also do Egghead again. That's quite good. Trash container. Lillian and Kim. Do a white check on Kim. What is it?
Yes?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more report.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. It's like you're locked down.
I really like how we're basically just putting a flashlight to his head. Like we're interrogating him. What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So, what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Alright, we'll accept our thraldom.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
A point of pride to him.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
I'm not gonna call him a beano. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
I wouldn't know. That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
If we are from different precincts, why are we on the same case? That is a good question, actually.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Pop-off?
It's just stupidity.
The lieutenant shakes his head. What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th.
The
I can tell you
brouhaha.
that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it.
Yes, I am an unrepentant spoilsport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move.
Clearly, he has already formed his own theory. It's all part of the master plan, you see.
I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message?
No.
Will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire.
Yeah, you've imagined it quite well there, I have to admit.
Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move.
Alright, enough
Yes,
of the competition.
it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Why did the 41st send me?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
What? No, that can't be right.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Tim, what if my precinct sent me in this case because I'm a fuck-up, like as a joke?
I've considered it.
His voice is somber. But it's not true, right?
I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there.
I mean, we've been working together for like half a week now.
So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Alright, we're letting it go. And where were we going now? Doing the white checks. What was the next white check that I wanted to go to? Could do the trash container, I guess. There's still something for Kim. Volition. And a box of sunglasses. As well. Kim, I gotta talk to you once more.
Yes?
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. I hope you don't take...
Let's just
They
go
say
through
it's-
that.
Yes, but containers contain things.
Okay,
He's
then.
passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes.
That didn't
It's
do
not
anything.
usually his.
What do you want to know? Good.
Okay. I can't find that white check, so we're gonna leave it where it is. So the next thing we're gonna do... Is the sunglasses guy here still? Presumably he is. It's not after 10 PM yet. Yeah, there we go. That's the sunglasses.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him.
Try again, maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in the box. Yes. Ah, I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says, Sub-insulindic rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses. Let's try them on.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue.
All is blue.
All right, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep sea-tinted lenses.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Kim, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Sure, we'll buy them.
A man who knows his style. Much respect.
Give me those shades you recommended. Try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer. You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
I don't think the sunglasses are always going to make the difference at this point.
The lieutenant's reverse psychology for Betty doesn't work on you. If you want to look like a mega secret midlife crisis, that's your choice.
I don't do. Do you have anything we can do with this one?
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you
Composure.
pay.
And what about this?
The speakers below. You should go over and ask him
yeah.
about paying for those sneakers with your net
Ah,
worth.
sure. 50 real. We're rich now. Let's just take them.
Super cool. Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
But you better give me those speakers
The
too.
sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands
Yes.
with an almost mystical energy.
Give me the speakers.
The junk is yours, officer.
Thank you.
Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaritan garbage.
Alright, now let me look at this. Plus 1 reaction speed and hand-eye coordination. They're certainly very good. I'll take it over these. Can't hurt to have Encyclopedia interfere less. The gauntlets. Over interfacing, what do they do? 2 interfacing. It's a straight upgrade. It's very nice. And I have... There's the cuirass. Pain threshold and volition, but less empathy. What was that? Was it a jacket or a shirt? Shirt. Conceptualization. Yes, I'll gladly take that. The speakers have a price of 5 real, so it's not bad.